Yo, this is Real Talk E. Welcome to the Locker Room. We talk nothing but basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, free agency is here. It is upon us. It has arrived. And oh my God, what a first day. Now, this first day was not as great as last year's first day or the years prior, but this first day still held its own weight. And there's a lot of things that happened today that were underrated. Now, obviously, I can't cover everything today, so I might have a second video going up later today, or I might have everything in the tomorrow video covered. Okay, so stay tuned. Watch this video. The video later today or tomorrow is going to cover everything. All right. Also, teams are not done. It's the first day, right? So there's still some domino pieces that still have to fall into place, but there are some things that went on. So let's go ahead and get started with our first player movement or signing. First things first. This was the last thing that I saw, but this will be the first thing I'll speak about. Derrick Rose has decided to sign a 2-year, I believe $6.4 million contract with the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, when I first saw this signing, I was like, I don't know if this is what the Grizzlies were missing. I don't know if they were missing a Derrick Rose on the court. I don't know if they were missing another scorer, another, guard. I think they were missing more defense and, just maturity and experience. But then, as soon as the word experience hit my mind, I realized Derrick Rose is a veteran, right? Now, what are the Memphis Grizzlies missing? They're missing the veteran leadership in the locker room. They have Marcus Smart, but now they have Derrick Rose. Even if Derrick Rose does not play, which obviously they plan on allowing him to play and being on the court, but even if he doesn't play, right, he still has that veteran presence, and he could probably help this team mature, stay humble, and understands how to get there, right? Now, why is this great for the Grizzlies too? Now, Derrick Rose and Ja Morant are not exactly the same type of player, but they have similar play styles, right? There's a lot of things that Ja Morant does that gives you like a flashback, like, damn, this is something that Derrick Rose would have done in his prime. Now, this right here can help this Memphis Grizzlies, including and most importantly Ja Morant, mature, grow up, and understand that it is way deeper. There's a lot more things that can happen for you. Great if you treat the game, with love and care and responsibility. And if you don't treat it with love, care, responsibility, then bad things can happen to you, right? And this was a very, very great signing in my opinion. And to be honest, $6.4 million 2 years, that is a steal in my opinion. I mean, I expected him to get about a 2-year, $15 million. That was more of what I expected. Maybe like a 2-year, $12 million. But it is what it is. I think he's coming off an injury. So shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies. I think this was their first move of the free agency. We'll see what they do next. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have Draymond Green has decided to stay with the Golden State Warriors, and they give him a 4-year, $100 million contract. Surprise, surprise. Who thought he was going to go anywhere else besides staying with the Warriors? Now, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, bro. I was telling you, bro, all my projections so far have been right. I said I had like 3 videos that came out about Chris Paul being traded, and where did he go? To the Wizards, then the Warriors. I had videos about what is next for James Harden, and what happened. News broke that he's going to, he's requesting a trade out of the Sixers. I had in the playoffs, all my projections was on point. All of them were on point. Tune into the channel, bro. A lot of your media, like mainstream media, they're not going to predict things the way I'm predicting it, bro. Cause I really got time to watch the game. This is like my whole life right now, okay? I'm on the come up, so I'm grinding more than a lot of other people when it comes to watching and educating myself on what's going on. If you're not subscribed, your predictions and your favorite media people's predictions are most likely off. And if they're not, then they're not 100% accurate or 80% accurate like how I've been. I've been at least 70% accurate. And that's like I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. Now, why do I say that? I had a video about Chris Paul being traded, right? And in that video, we spoke about Draymond Green possibly going to the Phoenix Suns and things like that. And I said it's not going to happen. As much as you guys think that Draymond Green might not be doing nothing for this Golden State Warriors team, he might not be doing nothing on the court because you probably look at stats and the box score and stuff like that. Draymond Green is so important for this team. He is the reason why this team meshes and gels together how they do. He's the reason why the Warriors are able to have 3-4 superstars that you probably like, how can these guys play together? And he finds a way to connect all the dots. Okay, now obviously the practice is the reason, and the coach has to give them plays, and they have to actually get acclimated to one another. But Draymond Green makes that process a lot more quicker, right? And on the court, because of his play style, he allows it to go a lot more smoother and more fluently, right? And so it's not about his 15 points, his 20 points, 25. No, it's not about his 10 points, 8. No, it's about his assists, his rebounds, his screens, his hard play, his heart, all that. And surprise, surprise, who thought the Warriors were ever gonna trade him? Definitely not me. But I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect them to give him $100 million deal. I thought it would be something like a 4-year 80, or maybe like a 3-year 60, something like that. Because they just got Chris Paul. I'm pretty sure they want to round up and get more players on the roster that can make the roster a lot better and a lot more, just better shape and well shaped and stuff like that. So I thought they would give him $20 million a year, not 25, maybe 18. And I thought he was gonna take the pay cut for the sake of the team, but clearly not. Clearly the Warriors thought otherwise. Draymond thought otherwise, but hopefully it works for them. And it is what it is. I mean, I will see how this works. Draymond Green, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, whoever else they have on that court. Next, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to talk about this too much because this is very well expected. Khris Middleton re-signs with the Milwaukee Bucks for a 3-year, $102 million contract. I expect him to re-sign for a lot more. I knew he was going to re-sign to the Bucks, but I thought he was going to re-sign for about 120, 130, like how Fred VanVleet got, at least. I thought that was at least. I thought he was going to get something closer to like 170, to be honest with you. But guess not. Also, this is really big for the Bucks too because he took a pay cut. He denied his $40 million salary for this upcoming year for the sake of the team, and he's basically taking like 30, 35, something like that. So that $5 to $10 million that he's saving the Bucks, they could go get a decent pickup. And you still keep Khris Middleton, Andrew Holiday, and Giannis. So this is really good for the Bucks. This is really great for Khris Middleton too. Obviously, he took a pay cut, but the fact that he's sacrificing this for the team means so much to the team, and it shows you about the culture that the Bucks are building, starting off with Giannis and the humbleness and so on and so forth. Next, we have Herb Jones re-signing with the New Orleans Pelicans for a 4-year, $54 million contract. Now, why is this news? Why am I speaking about this out of all the other signs that went on? Well, when I saw that they declined his, I think it was $1.9 million salary for this upcoming year, it was kind of scary to me for him because I was like, this could go either ways. He could leave them and go sign with another team for a lot more money, or they could be like, okay, well, we're gonna re-sign you, but we're gonna give you like a 2-year, $30 million. Because believe it or not, like today, I've seen a lot of 2-year contracts. So I thought that's what was gonna happen. But a 4-year, $54 million contract was actually really, really good for him, in my opinion. I mean, he's a rookie coming up, and his defense is his main thing. If he could get his offensive game together, he might be like a huge steal for this Pelicans team. And they also get to keep their greatest defender on the team. Like, in my opinion, he's their best perimeter defender, and he could do a little bit of everything. And the fact that they have him, and if they could get Zion or whoever next to Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum, if they could get BI to stay healthy, they could be a really, 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 really big threat in the West. Next, we have my boy Fred VanVleet has decided to sign with the Houston Rockets for I believe it was 3-year, $130 million contracts. Ladies and gentlemen, as a player who has won a championship, as a player who has proven himself that he can lead a team at least a little bit, as a player who has proved that he can score, he can play the point guard, and he's going to leave it all on the court, I don't know why the hell he signed with the Houston Rockets. He probably just went to go pick up his money or whatever. But you could have went to a lot of teams. You could have went to Miami, bro. Miami could have used a Fred VanVleet, and maybe they wouldn't have paid you as much. But you take a 1+1, and then perform this year, and the year after that you actually get a contract for really, really good. But now you are in the Rockets, and you got these young guys that you have to basically teach and take under your wing. And not only that, you got to perform. You might not go anywhere either. You're going to have to perform and not go anywhere. The most you make it is like, 12 seed, 10 maybe if you're lucky, but really just 12, 11. That's going to be the highest you get with this Rockets team. So I don't know why you did this. This had to be nothing but a money grab, to be honest with you. He's won a championship. He's probably thinking, well, I'm a champion. I'm da-da-da. I've accomplished a lot. What else is there for me to get? And he's undrafted. So get your money, I guess. But I disagree with this move. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, in the result of that move, our boy, Lakers' very own Dennis Schroeder, has signed a 2-year, $26 million contract with the Toronto Raptors. What a goddamn steal. The Raptors got Dennis Schroeder for basically $13 million a year. A really good scorer, well, decent, and every now and then he could be really good. A decent to really good sixth man. Can play defense if you need him to on guards. We saw what he did on Jamal Murray. Even though the Nuggets swept the Lakers, but we saw what he did. He could play defense. He could hold his own. So the Raptors, this is a different direction, in my opinion. We'll see how they figure this out. But I thought he was going to get more of a 2-year, $40 million, not 26. So that's like about $14 million more, $7 million more a year. So 20 M's a year instead of 13. That's what I thought, but it is what it is, bro. It's his decisions. Now, our last signing that we will talk about today is our boy Seth Curry. He has decided to sign and go back to the Dallas Mavericks on a 2-year contract. Now, why in the world did you decide to do this? And why did the Mavericks decide to go in this direction? This does not help the Mavericks, and it damn sure does not help him. I don't know if he wants to win a championship or not, but this is not the move to win a championship. And I don't know if the Mavericks want to win a championship or not, but this is not the move to win a championship. You need defense. As the Mavericks, as an organization, as a team, you need defense. Your main guys are Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. And now you picked up Seth Curry. And everybody else on your team cannot play defense. You need defenders. Seth Curry, you are a really good pickup for a contending team. You could have went to the Lakers. You could have went to any team. Now, a lot of these teams you would have to take a pay cut. But you could have went to the Lakers. You could have went to the Miami Heat. You could have went to the Bucks. You could have went somewhere where they will actually use you for your three-point shot, and it will benefit the team, and your defense can be hidden. Or lack of. Why go back to the Dallas Mavericks? This move makes no sense for either side. Unless the Mavericks still have more moves to make that they have under their sleeve. And if that's the case, then this can come back and benefit you. Kyrie Irving also signed I believe was 3-year, $126 million. It's kind of weird that this is the max right now. 126 million. I don't know, bro. I thought like the max now is around 300, 250. I generally don't know, but 3-year, 126 for Kyrie Irving seems very cheap. I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, for the Mavericks, terrible deal. I need defense next to Luka, bro, and I need another play that complements him. I don't know about if Kyrie Irving complements him, but I don't know, bro. Y'all let me know, chatting down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Real Talk with Ian. It's time to leave the locker room. I'm gonna catch y'all. Safety, my hearts.
Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown. The officials have to review it. And the Lakers win the game. Banks it in. He banks in the three to win it. Good.
That's why he's NBA All-Defensive Team. Adebayo, sky high with the block and rejection.
This is for the win. Got it. Wow.
At 7, working against Butler, got down.